Hold on a second. This might make a difference too. Does it? No? Not at all? Maybe so? Anyway, welcome to the nation, y'all. Monster Nation, that is. I'm your host, your tour guide, president. I'm the king around here. I'm the landlord, owner, tenant, janitor. I'm off the damn floor with you. If you don't follow the rules are you gotta like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for all notifications. If you're trying to be a tax-paying citizen in the nation, leave us a super thanks or a super chat or a cash app. You know what I'm saying? The cash app tag gonna be in the description along with the Bandcamp and the link and all that, so you can go cop some stuff. The Bandcamp link is there for those of you who would rather hear me rapping than to hear me yapping. Most of my mixtapes are there, almost all of them. Yeah, when you leave in comments, we like to refer to that as writing on the walls, doing graffiti. Spell things how you want, except for the names of our dignitaries and our landmarks and legends. It's monster, not monster. It's an A, no ER. It's helter skelter, not helter skelter. A's and H's, no E's and R's. It's ROC is ROCK. Don't forget my K. Unless you're a Crip, Crips get a pass. But put a little cuz or something in there. You know what I'm saying? In the comments. So you know, so those who know. And it's BCC, not BBC. Pause. Matter of fact, I ain't even gonna be like that. Yeah. So yeah, I'm here to talk about Jay-Z. As you can see by the title and the thumbnail. Into the performance. Yeah, Rockin' Out West is on there, Randolph. Salute to you. Before I get into the performance, I would like to take this time to, I don't know, I mean, I laughed at the public a little bit. I don't know if I was justified in laughing at y'all or the people or whoever is guilty of this. But the people who was like, yo, what up with Jay-Z Afro? Is that a wig? Is that a wig? Like, yo, was the dreads fake? Like, you know, and then I actually heard that Drake had some commentary on the Afro. You know, I seen the Chig Smooth video. Salute to Chig Smooth. If y'all know who Chig Smooth is, he do dope content. You know, he cover all of this stuff way better than I do. You know what I'm saying? It just, you know, to y'all who come to see me talk about it, come, you know what I'm saying, see me talk about it. But yeah, he played some clips from Rory and Mal where there was some phone calls involved and somebody, I think, you know, cause Mal is Jay-Z's homeboys. You know, his man Biggs Burke. Mal is Biggs' brother. I think we all up to speed on that, right? But he's an avid Drake supporter. So now that this whole Afro Jay-Z, Easy J, as people say, Bone Thugs and Jay. Now that we've gotten this iteration of Jay-Z, you know, he come out blazing guns. Yeah, people are like, yo, what is this? You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, my bad. I got distracted for a second. So now that he come, you know, now that Jay-Z has dissed Drake, to put it plain, dissed Drake along with everybody else, it's like, Mal, you need to pick a side. You know what I'm saying? And I was a little bit confused because I was writing while listening to the Chig Smooth. You know, got a little distracted while listening to the video. But some of them, I don't know if he said it was Jay-Z or if he said it was Drake. One of them called somebody and was like, Mal gotta pick a side. You know what I'm saying? And that's funny. Then they spoke about a conversation that Mal had with Drake, where Drake was like, where Drake asked, you know, they might have talked about the freestylers, so whatever but among the conversation, Drake was like, yo, what's up with the Afro though? Like, Mal shouldn't have told the people that Drake said that, because they're gonna attack Drake's half whiteness because of that. I'm just saying, mark my words, they're going to. Like you ain't how you gonna talk all black hair? You don't know no. But apparently, a lot of black people didn't know that. Apparently, a lot of y'all are not cognizant of the fact that when a person has locks, y'all know I had locks before, right? Y'all do know I had locks before. Does anybody in here, anybody in this room in the nation right now remember back when Rockness Monster had locks? Well, I cut my locks in like 2000, 2001, and they weren't as long as Jay's, right? But they had gotten pretty long, and I didn't have the manicured look and all that. So what happens when you got locks? Your hair continues to grow. They call that new growth. All of the hair that's under the locks is considered is what we call new growth. And when I cut my locks, I had so much new growth that I immediately had an afro. There was an afro literally sitting under my locks. You understand what I'm saying? And it was one of those like the hair, like my afro was mad soft, wavy kinda in parts and all of that. Like so, it was like immediate. Like I cut my locks off and then got my hair braided immediately. You know what I'm saying? So that's very that's very normal. You know what I'm saying? And I'm surprised at our people. You know, I'm surprised at anybody black who didn't know that. I mean, I get it. I know everybody black don't have locks and all of that, but I think everybody black knows somebody with locks. You know what I'm saying? And since, you know, the lock journey is not always a lifelong thing, you know, a lot of people have them and then, you know, don't. Corey Flood, great question. Why did I cut my locks? Because that wasn't really my lifestyle. Like I wasn't no like I didn't have the I ain't have it in me to be treating and doing all of the things that it took to keep locks healthy. And with them not being healthy, they break off. And whenever one breaks off, you feel like you just lost a person. And I didn't like it. And the way Sean Price used to always describe it as, he was like, Sean Price was like, in my opinion, when you lost that Superman dread, you was like, unleash this shit. And because I used to have this one Superman dread, we used to call it, that used to fall down in the front. And yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's like when they break off, you don't like them. And when my Superman dread break, if any of them break off, you're going to be pissed off. But when the Superman dread breaks off, you're like, oh man, he might have been right. It makes sense. It's plausible. But yeah. You know, if I was really born into lock culture, you know what I'm saying? Like I said on a song one time, I said, your boy ain't no Rasta, this is me. I'm nothing but a monster. What I was saying in that bar was, you know, if I was born into Rastafarian culture, or if lock culture was my, you know, was something that was more familiar to me, you know, like if I grew up in that, then I probably would have kept them. They would probably be down to my ankles right now, but it is what it is. But anyway, so yes, those you can very, very easily go from locks to an afro with a pair of scissors. It's that simple. You know what I'm saying? All you got to do is wait till you got new growth. And from the way his looked, it was you know what I'm saying? There's looked like a lot of new growth, and it wasn't a lot of locks. There was just 7 really thick locks. You know, like you comb those out. Excuse me. Anyway, so sorry, y'all. Excuse me. So yeah, Drake talking about that. That's not the best look for him. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, keep eyes peeled for that response. But yes, Jeffrey. Let's go Knicks. Tonight is game 1, right? I ain't gonna be able to watch it. I gotta go record. But yeah, I should watch it anyway. But anyway, on to the performance. The performance is crazy. Um, it was a beautiful thing to see Beanie Siegel on stage with Jay Z again. You know what I'm saying? Beans, Bleak, Petey, Crack, Young Chris, and Neef, all of the boys. Memphis Bleak, of course, right? Oh, tomorrow is game one. All right, that's what's up. That's what's up. It was a beautiful thing. My problem was what was wrong with their microphones. I hated that. This is why now I don't know if they did a sound check or not. You understand? A lot of people like that's why you need to go to sound check. What a lot of people what people don't understand is you go a lot of times as an artist you go to a sound check, but if you're not rapping first and you ain't bringing your own mics, you somebody else rap before you. It's like the sound man don't remember what your settings was. That's the way it's like the mics is gonna be what they was before you. The settings is gonna be what was before them. You know what I'm saying? Unless you are able and at liberty to stop the whole show and go listen. Get mic two up. You know what I'm saying? Turn up the volume. Turn up the volume on mic three. You know what I'm saying? The green mic. Turn up the volume on the green mic. Sound man. You know what I'm saying? Albert, sound man. I met you at the sound check. Albert, turn up the turn sound for my hand movements. Give me a little bit more. But if it ain't your show, and then dudes are on a time crunch, you might not feel at liberty to do that. Other, in other situations, or another option is like sometimes you're not able to do it. Like you don't have the wherewithal, the presence of mind to do it because you under pressure now, or you done forgot. You might time those little details fall by the wayside. You so worried about getting your rap right that in a moment of pressure, you like the show controls you as opposed to you controlling the show. And that happens a lot of times where, I've rhymed on mics where I forgot that I could just go stop this shit. Hey, yo, sound man, turn up my mic. I'm guilty of it. It's happened to me many times. You understand? You just in the moment, you think it's you. You think you holding the mic wrong, you cupping the mic, pausing all that. You understand what I'm saying? But yeah, B, like Jay-Z mic was fine. No bleak. Beans need a good mic, B. That's crazy. If don't nobody need a good mic, Beans need a good mic. Do I have a preferred brand of mic to perform on? No, I don't know, cause I don't know I don't know that side. Like I'm not that knowledge and versed in quality of microphones and all of that. I'm usually just at the mercy of the venue or whatever they got, whatever the show promoter, the show organizer, rent it. All of them needed to have. Hold on, turn that off. Sound man, turn up the green mic for a second. Let me get a little bit of volume on that one. You know what I'm saying? But if everyone would have did that one at a time when they came out, it would have ruined the show. Well, it would have had a negative effect on the show. But then, not being able to hear them niggas, does that not have a negative effect on the show too? Or was everybody just so happy that they got to see the ROC back together? I don't know, B. That's wild business. I don't know. It's like, yeah, I ain't like it. Word up. That it may, you know what I'm saying? We love those records. Let me tell you something. Somebody asked me, my daughter's auntie, she had asked me about the Drake album, and I was like, I'm not finished listening to it, and blah 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 blah. And I had to tell her I wasn't saying that as a diss to the album, even though I don't, I don't love the album or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I had to as a disclaimer that it's almost embarrassing to me to say, but I don't really listen to music like that. You know what I'm saying? And she's like, why is it? I'm like, because not embarrassing, but as a musician to say I don't listen to music that much, it seems strange. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just gonna come to grips with it and say I don't. You know what I'm saying? I don't. But I ended up saying like, it's only like certain artists that whatever if they drop music, I'm gonna stop whatever I'm doing and I'm gonna listen to it because they come from a certain time period in my music life. You know what I mean? A lot of people say that whatever music you bonded with at a certain age, I think they say it's like that college age or whatever. I don't know the science behind it, and I don't remember the specific age, but it's like a certain period of your youth, your younger life, like your teenage, your college years, around there, I think it is. That music is the music that bonds with you. It sticks with you forever. So artists that come from that era, whenever they drop something, I listen to it. If it ain't from then it's I might listen to it, I might not. You know what I'm saying? If it's if it becomes highly recommended or I stumble across it, but it just is what it is. You know what I mean? Somebody COH7 put 18 to 24. Sounds like it. I don't know, whatever. But yeah, Jay-Z definitely came out in that period of time, and he is one of those artists that I've listened to all of his albums. If when 444 dropped, I listened to it. So Charles said, my playlist is mostly 80s, 90s hip hop. Y'all can have the rest. I feel you. I mean, I definitely know it's dope stuff outside of the 80s and the 90s. Like Eminem put out a bunch of dope music in the 2000s. Like his Eminem first 4 or 5 albums, I had every one of them. This is not y'all cue to put your Eminem slander in the comments right now. No, you understand what I'm saying? But his first 4 albums had them all. T.I.'s first 4 albums, not the first one, but the one that blew up that we know for, had them, loved them. Ludacris, same. For whatever reason, I bonded with those albums. Like, I don't know. Let Ludacris put out. Look, hey, I didn't. Did T.I. put out a new album? I didn't run to listen to that. Maybe T.I. is from after that period for me. I don't know. It's a whole psychiatric evaluation can be done on that, but I'm not about to do that. Y'all rock on. If y'all made it to the end of the video, yes, Carlos. Let me get 4 mics. He said, since I heard Griselda, I got caught in the algorithm. I like Griselda. They fire. You understand what I'm saying? But they don't fit that, that thing right there, that criteria where I bonded with their music in that formidable point in my life. You know what I'm saying? I don't drop like I said, it's very few. And that's not a slight to nobody. It's just I think it's a psychological thing. But yeah, let me get 4 mics for the 4 mics if you made it to the end of this video. That's it. The new T.I. album is fire. Appreciate it. Thank you for telling me that. I will get to it eventually. Rock on, rock on.